Everyone, this is A50 back here for another How to Play. Today we're looking at how to play Linko. No relation to Plinko from Price is Right, just saying. This is a card game. It's by Ravensburger, and it's for 3 to 5 players, ages 10 and up. And, yeah, we'll go over what you're going to be doing in this one. You do get this one card here. It's a start player card. You don't really have to use it. It's all about this links, as you'll see. You got links prints on the backs and the faces. It's all linkses. There's a bunch of different colors. There's cards numbered 1 through 10, or sorry, actually, 1 through, I believe, 13 in each color. And you also have some wild cards. These can be any number you want, any color. So, and the cards, by the way, pretty decent quality. No linen finish, but they're still good. So 110 cards, 104 number cards, 1 through 13, 8 sets, 8 different colors, and 5 of the jokers or wild cards, X cards. And of course the one start player card, Linko card as it's called. So the object is everyone is trying to lay down as many cards as possible. Each card played is worth 1 point. Each card left in your hand is going to be negative points. And you're going to be playing cards down, as you'll see. But other players might try to steal them away. I'll probably just do a free play game. So the Linko card, the star player card, is supposed to go to the youngest player, but we're not going to worry about that. I think most people don't bother with that card. And each player is going to get 13 cards. So we'll set up maybe a free player game. Or a 4-player game. 13 cards each. We'll put the rest over here. We're going to have a draw pile. We're also going to be creating a row of cards. 6 cards. Going to be flipped face up here. Just like so. And now, youngest player starts. We're going to be going a clockwise direction. Now, when it's your turn, you can lay down a single card, a pair, 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, all the way up to 8 of a kind if you really want to. As long as they're all the same numbers. So let's see what I've got here. And you know what? I'm going to start things off by putting, let's say, 3 5s down. That's going to go to my opponent here. And they can, if they want, they do not have to play the same amount of cards. They could just play a single card if they want. If they want. They don't have to. Or they can do this. They can play 3 9s. Now, because they played the same amount of cards that I did, we both played 3, and theirs is higher, they now have the ability to snatch these cards from me. And what they're going to do is they can snatch them in one of a couple ways. One, I have to discard them. Two, I have to take them back into my hand, and then I get to select 3 new cards. Or he can take them. So that's how it's going to work. So let me just again double check here. Yeah, if it's higher. Alright, so anyways, so he has the option to say, okay, I'm going to take those cards. Does he want them? Sure, he's got some 5s. He could do that. Or he could force me to put them back into my hand. Or I have to discard them, and then I get to draw 3 new cards. He says, you know, I got some 5s. I'm going to take those. He's going to take those, put them into his hand. So it comes back to this player. And he says, you know what, I'm going to play 3 as well, but I'm going to play 3 7s. Now, because his 3 7s are lower than those ones, he doesn't get to do anything. He doesn't get to steal any cards. So it comes back to me. I can, you know, play 3 of a kind if I want. I can use this wild card as a 3 of a kind. But maybe I'm just going to play 4 1s. Now, this player is going to go, you know what, he's going to say, I'm going to play 2 7s. And now those 9s are out of the picture. Now it comes to this player. He's going to play, let's say he plays 2 8s. So he says, you know what, you take those 7s back into your hand. Exposing the 9s again, by the way. So it comes back to me. I'm going to play 2 12s. And I'm going to tell him to get rid of those cards. So he gets rid of them. He has to draw 2 new cards. And you could draw from here as well blindly. But he's going to take, you know, he's going to take the 12 and the 10, not the 13s. Because he's got pairs of those. And now it's going to this guy, because I just played 2 12s. So you're always going to look back. Has somebody played the same amount of cards as me? So, you know, I'll show you that. So, you know, this guy gets rid of the 7s again. So has anyone played the same amount of cards as those 2 7s, 2 7s? Yes, this guy, I played 2 12s. However, different amounts. They are higher, so he can't beat them. So basically. So nothing happens. So it comes to this guy, he plays his 2 10s. He says, you know what? I don't want those 7s. You can discard them. So he discards them. He's going to take 2 new cards. Maybe he's going to take a 5. And maybe he's going to take... Oh, and I forgot we need to refill this. You need to refill this every time you take them. He's going to take 1 blindly. Why not? There comes to this player. So he just played the 2 10s. It's my turn. I'm going to play just 1 7. This guy looks at his hand. He says, you know what? This is getting too big. I'm going to play 6 5s. Comes over to this guy. He says, you know what? I'm going to play 1 9. And he's going to make me take the 7 back into my hand. I say, okay, well, then I'm going to play an 11 and force you to take your 9 back. So this guy, he says, I'm going to play 2 1s. That does not beat those 2 10s. This guy plays 2 12s. He says, take those back. To me, I'm going to play a 7. Nobody else has played a single card. This guy says, okay, I'm going to play 2 8s this time. Forget the 1s. And this guy says, okay, I'm going to play he's going to get rid of 2 frees. But actually, he's not going to do that because he sees I'm running low on cards. So he says, he plays a 9. That's higher than the 7, which is a single card. That means he's going to force me to take it back. You can, well, actually, he's going to, yeah, he's going to make me take it back. You can force the person to take it back. You can force him to discard it. You can steal it. So if he really wanted that 7, he could steal it. He doesn't want that. And then it's my turn. So I'm just going to play this as a pair of 8s, the wild card. As a pair of 8s. Which is the same as his, so it doesn't do anything. And he's just going to play a pair of 1s, get rid of them. And so this guy, he plays a pair of 3s. He says, you know what, take those back. I don't want them. He has to take them, force him to take them back, or discard them. And it comes to me, and I go out. I play my last card. And that's the end of the round. And you're going to keep playing a game. You keep playing until someone has no cards left in their hand, and that is it. And you count points, and then you can play again if you want. There's other tips and tricks. Again, scoring wise. And I like that. It shows you what you're going to do. So if you play the same number of cards and it has a higher card number, then you decide if you want to take those cards that you beat. If you do, you add them to your hand, and the person who had the cards stolen replenishes them. Or you decide that the robbed player, if you don't want those cards, then the person who gets robbed either moves them to the discard pile and takes 2 new cards, or 3 cards or whatever, or they pick them up. Or the other option is you don't have something that's higher and the same number of cards, and no cards get snatched. So you're either playing cards and snatching, or you're just playing cards and getting rid of them. And scoring wise, again, if I recall correctly, yeah, each card is worth 1 point. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points. Let's see how everyone else did here. So this guy got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But they have 5 negative points, so they got 6 points. And this guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. And then they have 3 negative points, so they have 8, so I win the game. So yeah, it's a pretty cool game, pretty simple, I think. I mean, it can be a little bit complicated with the whole, hey, you play 2 cards. Has anyone else played 2 cards? Is mine higher or lower? Okay, they played 3 cards. Is that higher or lower than somebody else's 3 cards? But it's pretty cool, I think. And decent quality cards. Well, I think it's out of print. It's a little harder to find. But yeah, I like it. Comment, like, subscribe. It's Linko. And we'll see you next time with more. Thanks for watching.